underwhelming 200 page cover one, but we only did get to about 11 pages, and we're getting fewer and fewer pages every week. That's not a good sign, but at least we can be glad that the chapter felt pretty awesome, or at least had some action in it. Hi, this is me, the Angry Anime Fan, and this is the Boku no Hero Academia 200. Yeah, chapter 200. We have reached 200. The 200 chapter, My Hero Academia, with a cover page with black and white with Yao Momo, Uchako, Byakuga, Ida, Todoroki, and Deku. Why they are on the page, I have no idea. I mean, Uchako, Ida, and Bakugo, and Deku, and, well, Tsukasa, I guess makes sense. But why Yamomo is there? No idea. I guess it's because technically this battle is her. Either way, in this one, the mushroom begins to spread, even along Hagurake, Invincible Girl. And it's pretty funny the fact that she has to streak in order to use her ultimate power. And she seems to be pretty, well, laid back about that, because after all, she's invisible. But when something does cover her, she immediately becomes very embarrassed, because then she technically is covered. And the mushroom spreads all over the place, as we see a little bit more of Kinoko Komori's quirk ability. And also for the very first time, a little more clear of her eyes. It seems pretty strange though that she seems to have guns with powder. It's not known if that is fertilizer or if that's part of her quirk. Either way, we see a description about her quirk mushroom, as well as her hero name. She-Mage? Is that her hero name? Either way, the name of her quirk is Mushroom. It's basically that she emits spores from her body that can grow instantly into a mushroom anytime and anywhere. The more humid it is, the more the spores will spread and grow. However, according to a friend back out, it's the fact that they will disappear after 2-3 hours. So even when she can turn things into a horror movie, these are not permanent. As Vanta Black lies in the back, we see how Kendo planned the thing about saying that she believed they would attack with Dark Shadow, and if that would fail, then they would put up Light. So they will do the next plan with Mushroom, would include Plan B. Yamomo tries to calm it up and says to her team to calm down, but then suddenly a huge letter attacks them and divides them, as we see Manga Fukudashi, the very weird guy, seems to have a bulb for a talking or whatever. His quirk is comic, as we have heard, and apparently he can materialize, what is this word, onomatopoeias into reality. Is that kanji words? Either way, that is, for a guy who looks incredibly ridiculous, even for My Hero Academia standards, that is a pretty powerful quirk. His battle is. It also seems. The strange thing is that he seems to draw that, but it seems to come out of his bubble head, because he burps when he does that. So, does he need a pen to write on his, what is that word? Speech bubble head in order to make them reality, and then they can go away? Because they're powerful enough to even block Aoyama's naval lasers, although it has yet to be shown exactly how strong they really are. Either way, Manga's name is Comic Man. I guess that's pretty common. As he says another thing to make the mushrooms grow even further, Hagare and Dark Shadow Toguyami is split up. And only Yaumo is by herself now, as Battle Fist Kendo appears and tries to knock her out, but Yaumo just barely managed to block it with a shield of tungsten. The fact that Battle Fist, which is Kendo, can even break a shield made of tungsten is actually pretty impressive, because tungsten is incredibly hard and difficult. So in a way, I wonder though, is that even possible? I mean, granted, we see the description about Kendo's ability. It's big fist. We have seen it before. She can make her fist bigger and they increase in size, therefore their power goes up as well. However, is that still really possible for palms that are that big to crush tungsten? Granted, it's fiction, so who knows? And it's been widely implied that kendo is a martial artist, and martial artists can pull off pretty impressive things if they train enough. So in a way, I guess it's a mass in her chi. So yeah, she can crush many things. She attacks Yamo in hopes of not making her think. As Tetsu Tetsu shares on Kendo, saying that it is surprisingly, uh, well, not surprisingly, in fact, he is one of the few people. Well, I think everyone believes in Yao Momo. It's just the fact that Yao Momo hardly believes in herself. But the one person who believes that she can pull up a miracle is, strangely enough, uh, Todoroki of everyone else. We all know that because we saw that in the beginning when he managed to get her confidence back a little bit. So it's pretty sweet that a stoic, aloof guy like Todoroki is the one who has undying faith in Yaomomo because he believes the more she is put under pressure, the more she will think. As Yaomomo in her mind says, remembers what Kendo said about her, she says that I am a novice and a fool. However, the fact that you said that she wanted to prove that, say, I'm better than you, uh, then therefore she cannot be afford to show her pathetic side. So she says, everything you have cultivated to this day, show it to her. With that, Todoroki says that the more she that the other team should have crushed her four on the one with the entire team power right from the outset. Taking Yaomomo on herself is gonna be a mistake. With that, Yaomomo makes an adorable smile because now we're entering planning on the pressure, and that's her speciality, as she now prepares to show her new found abilities she has awakened. And that is true. Yaomomo is a strategic, maybe even more than Deku. Granted, she is the number one in the class, so of course she is better than Deku in strategic. But unlike Deku, who actually just scribble and find out the plans, Yaomomo can find them like that because it's genius, and for her, planning is everything. It's even part of her quirk. She, it's worth noting, she managed to block Kendo's attacks using tungsten armor, and she can only make that for a quirk if she knows the material of tungsten. So she's thinking even now, mind you. She really has a mind that can really track a lot of things. So, some new hero names. But you know what? I'm still pretty pissed off about one thing. We got all the other hero names, except the air blowing hero. That is actually very mean, manga creator. If you're gonna give us all of their hero names, which I hope you do, at least give us all of their names, not just a few of them. But this is basically this chapter. I liked it even though it was short. Because now Yao Momo is gonna show it. But the battle can go either way. Even Manga's quirk was pretty amazing. If you can create that big things, then that can be pretty powerful. It's almost like big walls, or do they have different effects? Granted, they could be used to make the fungus grow bigger, but still. The only question is if Yao Momo managed to deal with Kendo, can she rally the rest of her class? Guess so. You give me a false if you have any.